I was a high honors student, constantly striving for perfection. My goal was clear. Academic excellence would help me attain my career and professional aspirations, leading to success and ultimately bringing me happiness. But then I came to question, what is success? I mean, there is no universal construct for success, and definitions may vary from person to person. For some of you in school, this may surround academic accomplishments, such as attaining a certain score in your diploma. As you grow older, this may shift towards financial goals, such as reaching a specific amount of wealth. In the 8th grade, I launched my very own startup company, focusing on e-commerce and selling 3D LED lamps. The business faced several challenges, such as difficulties with third-party payment providers and a hyper-competitive, saturated market in China. We had to find a solution. Our unique selling proposition became clear, developing code to integrate WeChat, Alipay, and other third-party payment providers to the Shopify platform in order to reach overseas consumers. This led to the eventual sale of the company. I had spent over 100 hours on this venture, and although I felt incredibly accomplished, this fulfillment was fleeting. Then, during my annual grade level trip abroad, my junior year, I experienced something completely different. I had spent 2 days volunteering at a special needs orphanage in Vietnam. We engaged in activities like helping out during meal times, assisting with hygienic routines, dancing, and the arts. I also had the opportunity to speak extensively with the mother of the orphanage, someone who had dedicated over 28 years of their lives helping and caring for these children. She touched on the difficulties of raising funds, securing crucial resources, running the non-government organization, but most importantly, the deep fulfillment she found in her work. This completely altered my perspective on success. Yes, financial stability is important. Yes, academic prowess is important, but it is not the sole determinant to a meaningful life. Society pushes us towards extreme individualism and the pursuit of wealth. Many of us aspire to accumulate enough money to never have to work again and live extravagant lives. The concept of personal luxury, having more than what we need, has become a standard for success. However, through this relentless chase for financial achievement, we often get lost. This relentless chase for financial achievement can come at the expense of mental health, leading to anxiety and causing depression. The pressures to meet these unrealistic expectations set by society can lead to feelings of inadequacy, making us feel as if we're never doing enough. Social media and some of our social groups only amplify this feeling of dissatisfaction. We must separate wealth from worth. The concept of diminishing marginal utility explains that our added satisfaction or benefit by consuming an additional product or service declines as its consumption increases. After all, a mansion has several rooms, yet you can only occupy one at a time. A luxury vehicle still has to adhere by traffic laws, limiting its overall utility. True happiness is derived from experiences and relationships, not possessions. Studies in psychology support this, with an 85-year Harvard study citing that relationships are the strongest predicator to long-term happiness. Yet, society continues to push us towards extreme consumerism, towards purchasing new products, and fulfilling this instant gratification. At the end, we're stuck in this never-ending cycle of consumerism, often without personal reflection. Instead of pursuing this limitless wealth, what if we earned enough to sustain a meaningful life? After all, financial independence should be about enabling passion, not hoarding wealth and resources. This is why I say extreme individualism is a fallacy, and we should be instead focused on the connections we have with other people that make up our true happiness. After coming back from my annual trip abroad to Vietnam, I met up with some friends. These friends and former business associates had very similar experiences volunteering in Guizhou. Over dinner, we discussed our learning outcomes and, more importantly, how we can take action with this newfound knowledge. Although there were some discussions on the table like, shouldn't we be focused on maximizing our own profits? We started to focus on and led to the eventual formation of Nihilus. Nihilus is a nonprofit organization I helped co-found and currently work for as the Chief Financial Officer. Throughout my time at Nihilus, I spent a lot of time meeting with several investment funds in Hong Kong and Shenzhen, and eventually was able to secure over 100,000 RMB in seed funding from venture capital firms in Hong Kong. Additionally, my team and I were able to develop blockchain-based currency as a digital ticketing model for our consumers, offering an interactive and unique experience. So yes, this experience helped further develop my business skills and help hone my business skills. But what truly struck out to me more than any of this was something completely different. It was the fulfillment I felt from using my knowledge and my resources for a greater purpose. So what does this mean for all of us? It means we must question our definitions of success. As we navigate our lives, our careers, our education, and our aspirations, do not let these societal constructs dictate our definitions of success. Define them yourselves, because at the end of the day, it is not about how much money we make that surrounds fulfillment. It is about the meaningful contributions we make on our lives and the lives of others. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.